Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here this evening. We are waiting our in speed, but in the meantime, I'm gonna ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe. This evening, we're gonna do things a little bit different. We're gonna be talking about a fundraiser that I have going. Also, we'll be talking a little about the crisis in Jamaica. It is really, really, really bad there, especially in the southern part of St. Elizabeth. We'll be talking to quite a few people. I hope. Um, there is this one guy from Manchester also want me to call him. Wow. Yes. Sorry about that. So this one councilor is expecting a call from us too. So we'll be talking and doing many things. I want to also thank the people that had contributed to the fundraising event so far. I so I'm just gonna get into it. With us this evening, I have a beautiful face sharing a space with us this evening. Her name is as beautiful as she is. Her name is Geraldine Simpson. Good evening. Are you hear me? I guess she is frozen a little bit. Um, you might have to, I don't know. I heard her phone ring earlier. You might have to get out and come back in. You could get out and come back in if you're hearing me because your screen is a little bit frozen. So, Miss Geraldine, are you hearing me? Apparently not. I don't think so. But anyways, let me see if I could. She is not able to. I'm not hearing her. Anyhow, I'm awaiting Mr. Owen Speed um, to come and talk to us and tell us what's going on down there in Jamaica. Give us some update as to what is going on. I'm supposed to be talking to Mario Mitchell, a counselor also. So we have quite a few things lined up for us this evening. And let me see if Mr. Mitchell is available. Uh, I guess not because the phone is just calling. I guess if it was ringing, that would have been. But he told me that there's a lot of challenge down there. Geraldine, good evening.
Yes, hi, good evening. I'm sorry about that. Someone called me just as
Yeah.
the show started,
Oh wow.
but okay.
I
Hopefully no
know
more
how that is.
interruptions.
Yeah. I was trying to get to a counselor to talk to us and give us an update as to what's going on. But in the meantime, we're gonna be here much shorter than normal this evening. We're supposed to be joined by Mr. Owen Speed. I haven't seen him yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I we have a bag drive going. I intend to do 1,000 backpack to schools across St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and Clarendon. But I'm just pleading to people from the diaspora to help and be a part of this greatness. As we know, the hurricane Beryl has just passed through and messed up Clarendon, Manchester, and St. Elizabeth. There are other parts of the island that get hit, but I think those are the area that is most
The
affected.
most damage happened there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you're watching on Facebook and all over social media and see the things that is going on. I saw a lady today. She was just crying. She was just crying. She showed her house. Her house is just a foundation.
Oh
Just a
no.
foundation. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Everything gone. Everything flattened out. Um, it is indeed terrible. It is terrible. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you to Adela for her contribution. Hussein Hunter, um, Michelle Buchanan, yes, and Monique Ramsey, Carlene Grant, uh, Karen, Karen Dixon. I always have a problem pronouncing this girl. Karen Dixon, Donald Blackwood, Annette Clark, Dorian Thompson, and Mrs. Stennett, Jacqueline Cooper, and Ian Cooper, and as I said, Mrs. Stennett before, yes, and Wendy Wright. I want to say thank you guys for your contribution
Thanks
to.
to all of you.
Oh, most definitely. Um, I'm awaiting Mr. Speed to come and join us, but I don't know what's going on with him. I tried to reach him earlier, but he's not showing up. But have you seen some of the things that's going on down there? You watching them on Facebook or YouTube, wherever they you can see them? Are you seeing them on social media? Miss um
Um, for some strange reason, and I guess because we're live, what I'm looking at on YouTube is coming in afterwards. Like there's a delay.
oh okay.
For me, I don't know if it's a delay for everybody else who's watching, but there's a delay for me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check that out too. I don't know what happened. Owen Speed was supposed to be here, and he is not. And he's a person that's supposed to have. I, let me see. I'm not seeing. I don't think I'm seeing the show, and yeah, I just now see it on Facebook too. Let me go ahead and edit that. Put that out there. Are you able to see it on Facebook?
I can't. I don't. I don't have it on Facebook yet,
Well,
but I see it on YouTube.
okay, it should be on Facebook right now. I just make it public. I should have made
Oh,
it public
okay.
earlier. hmm So there has been a lot of mess going on down there
I
in
just want to
Jamaica.
say something, if you don't mind me.
I
For
don't mind you
those who
say
want to
anything at
call
all.
in, you could call in the next maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, man. I would really appreciate some interaction. But let me
Yeah.
try and call this councilor again. Yeah, I think it's ringing now. So Mitchell, how you do, sir?
Sir D, good
Blessings,
day, I know.
blessings. We just want you to know, say you're live. More here. Can you just give us let me just introduce you officially. You don't have
Yes.
to stay with us too long if you don't want to. But we have Mario Mitchell, councillor for the Belfield division in Manchester. One of the first person I saw on social media on the ground the next morning. I don't know if you were the first out there, but you were the first to post. I see that. So again, for the people out there, I just want to tell you thank you. So can you give us an update as to what's going on now? Light and water and all of the update as to what's going on down there.
Yeah, man, things have improved drastically over the last 24 to 48 hours. Most of Mandeville and say a mile or 2 mile radius outside of Mandeville have received electricity. I am currently in Mandeville, which is why you're getting me. Where I'm at in Williamson at my house, there's still no electricity down there, not even phone service where I live. Once I reach home, then the phone service is gone. But most of Mandeville has received light. The Mandeville town itself and some of the outskirts areas. I mean, close in Mandeville, out about New Green up to Greenvale and Spur Tree, closer to run the George Valley section and so forth. So the close areas in and around Mandeville have received light. There are one a few areas where I'm at now, for example, on Villa Road section. There's a section where you have a lot of broken poles. You have some section where JPS have disconnected that section beyond where the broken poles are. So the people before that, where there's minimal damage, have received light. So I'm in that area now. I can tell about that. So the rural areas are still, people are still complaining a lot, especially like up in the Belfield side, because JPS have not reached there. They are still doing the main roads and they are still, see, basically, I saw them in Williamsville from yesterday. Okay. So you could put the distance from between Mandeville to Williamsville, they reach. I was in Porus today. They started working in Porus today, but they haven't really changed the light posts. I saw 2 broken posts in Porus. So they are moving about swiftly. And I can report also that in the parish of St. Elizabeth, we have the majority of the damage with Manchester next. They have said that they have dispatched about 300 or so workmen, which they have taken up the idea where we mentioned and we spoke about from last week Sunday, that they should take some people from other parishes and put them into St. Elizabeth. So they have done that. The people have reported in St. Elizabeth because they have said that close to about 300 light posts are broken down. And I heard yesterday that Black River may have gotten light, but I think maybe just the road leading to the hospital and the hospital itself. So there have been some improvements, but there's still a lot of people which you are trying to reach, for example, who you may not get because the phone signals are not really up at 100% either, which means that some of the areas where you have no power, the GPS, the digital pole and the fuel poles may not be operational, or they're just minimal.
Okay. And I guess some of those may not have backup generators too, so they might be dependent.
I think in some cases, backup generators are out now, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm not getting a signal of my house, because I have a pole, I have a cell pole, which is like a minute away from my house, a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes from my house, which I don't think it is one of them off the main. I don't think it's actually, I think maybe it may be out of gas or something like that, which is one of the reasons why. So it is just still the same thing. When you drive around Manchester and Jamaica, you can see the broken limbs of the trees, you can see the broken signs. People would have advertisements up on the roadsides. Most of those are broken down, the metal signs and everything. So you can see the destruction and the damage all over as you move along. And when now your view is a little bit better and clearer, because a lot of places where you normally wouldn't see, because when you have grown trees would have been there for years, you can see clearly some of the views. Yesterday when I checked on some of the farms in Banana Grung and Belfield Division, I would have seen some sections of money which I haven't seen in years. The trees would have been grown so tall. So you're seeing a little bit of that. And where you come Jamaica next time, you might see some views that you haven't seen in a long while.
Okay. I mean, it's real serious. So what about the roads? Are the roads clear?
Yeah, man, but majority of the roads are clear. The main road now is the JPS, where you're returning the power and the utility companies. I know, for example, like when I said I spoke to Mr. Jackson at NWC, Manchester Parish Manager for NWC, he said to me that once he has power, then he will get back a couple of the water supply, which I think people in Manchester are getting water supplies wherever it is. But remember, majority of people in Manchester get water either from Porus or from Pippa and St. Elizabeth.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I know you guys have like shelters and stuff set up. Are those shelters still occupied? Or?
Yes. When in the initial stage of the hurricane, we had about 40 to 50 people in the shelters. It has gone down dramatically, but people are still in there. There's one person in Christiana, for example, who we mentioned, who when we had the council, I said checking on the stats. That person was still at the shelter because his house was destroyed. A man in a place called, I think up in the Cregate Division, which is on the Chilani border of Manchester. His house is an old house, it was destroyed. He's at the Christian shelter. So he was out of food yesterday, so we had to send food for him yesterday at the Christian shelter. And I know there's somebody else still around by the Somerset shelter, by Somerset down in Northwest Manchester there. So when they go by Greenville and go on to the My Gully section. And I think 1 or 2 shelters may have persons, but the majority of those 50 or 40 persons who were in the interest of the hurricane have gone home.
Okay.
But there are a few people still in there. And when we checked, we had to be sending them water, sending them food, and sending them some new supplies yesterday. Because most of those would have run out over the weekend. But there are a few persons still in the shelter, but yes, they continue to operate.
So how has the government, I know there are a lot of individual celebrities and stuff giving out aids and all that stuff. How is the government side that thing, the government aid part of it? Are they
well, I am not so pleased. But for example, they have allotted quite a few money to MPs, but they have not up to right now. They have not allocated nothing to councillors. Councillor first contact. I remember moving around and people that said I've only seen the councillor thus far. But remember, as I said, most MPs live in Kingston, and they have parliament yesterday. They have parliament today, and they would have parliament tomorrow. So the councillors would have been the first impact. I've been through my committee 2 or 3 times. So what I'm doing now is to check in the farms. And as I told you before, the farms, I'm going to send a video of somebody farm. After I finish, I'm going to send a video you can upload. That man had like 4 or 5 greenhouses, which is the most modern form of farming, where you have the things covered, and it was completely destroyed. And then the regular, I'm going to send you about 2 or 3 videos. You have like the bananas, I tell you, will be shot. Yam will be shot. Anything that grows out of the ground, tall up in the air. All of those crops are completely destroyed. So I predict that you'll have a shortage of banana, a shortage of yam, and a number of other things that you go there. So as I said before, the MPs would have gotten $1 million before the storm came. When the storm come, the government announced another $5 million to MPs, which is the same thing that the MP for St. James would have given us some food vouchers to give out. 800,000 to be exact to share amongst the 4 councils, 200 apiece. They went again last night and they allotted another $2 million for roof repair and hurricane relief per MP, and then they gave another $3 million to especially the damaged MPs. And the 3 most affected MPs are Mr. Chin in South Manchester, Mr. Witter in Southeast St. Elizabeth, and Mr. Green in Southwest St. Elizabeth. Those are the 3 constituencies with probably the most severe damage across Jamaica. Floyd Green, Frank Witter in Southeast, and Mr. Robert Chin in South Manchester. Those areas you could say with the Alligator Pond section of South Manchester, the junction section of St. Elizabeth and Southfield, then you have Treasure Beach and those areas down the Floyd Green. So those MPs will probably qualify for the full maximum allocation. Up to now, councils have not received anything at all. And when I went out yesterday, I saw 1,000,001. Well, figuratively speaking, lots of houses would lose half of their zinc. Some would lose a 5 or a 6. And the persons were asking council, when is the help going to come? And I can't tell them nothing at all. And councillors are second-tier leadership in the country. Similar to what the US structure is. You have a senator first, then you have a congressman.
Right.
And then nothing have been said to us as councillors, which we are basically, as I said, the first responders, which is there. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, when you have tomorrow's the general council meeting, which is at the sitting of parliament for councillors, I am hoping that I will speak my mind open and frank and said, the councillors which are the first responders and which the councillors have the persons have seen thus far, and the councillors who went out of their beds and the morning after hurricane to clear the roads, to get the community activated and move to get people going, have not been mentioned, have not been called, have not been allocated any resources itself.
So I want to ask you this. Given the devastation of what you guys, the people are facing down there, a lot of people are stretching their hands to you because
exactly, especially when it comes to zinc, especially with the price of to houses.
So how are you dealing with that?
Because we are expecting that something will be done, and how the Jamaican party is structured. If a PMP gets something, you now go get the GLP counterpart. If a GLP counterpart gets something, you now go get the PMP counterpart. But I want to commend what I've said before. This MP, President MP Manchester, gave 800,000 to the 4 PMP councillors who are there, 200 apiece for the 4 divisions. That has come so far. So I made a public statement today that I am not pleased at the fact that councillors have not been given anything at all. There's 228 divisions in the entire Jamaica, and it is almost shared equally amongst PMP and GLP. So I'm wondering exactly how is it that they expect us to operate when the people are looking to us and people can walk from their houses to our houses, because most councillors live in their divisions. Right. Most councillors are from their divisions.
Right. So you're expecting to be voicing your opinion, how you feel, expressing your feelings in the
yes, of course.
That may change that thing. Or let me ask you this: do you think any form of politics is playing in this right about now, or
it could be? I would say so. It could be because you have the government with a large majority in the House of Parliament, which is 48 to 14 PMP itself, which means that. But when you go to the council side, the PMP have more councillors than the GLP. So we have to look at that also. But as I said, when it comes to disaster and people, I have never asked a man, as I said, if he voted for me from a GLP. When it comes to disaster and to representing the people outside of elections, politics don't involve. You give an assistance, and a council must give him the respect as somebody who's duly elected, also just like a member of parliament.
Okay.
Right.
But many MPs are treated by what they feel that councillors can. As I say, councillors is the first contact.
Decide who they want to help.
But if it works how it should work, then the councillors and MPs should work in tandem to ensure that the community benefit.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that the government will allow good sense to prevail. I know the councillors are brought into the picture, and the councillors, because we are the one that can give a true reflection of what is happening. They call us, ask us when the roads are blocked, which road is damaged. But I know they don't call MPs and ask them that, but they call us because we have to submit that to the Ministry of Local Government. And our council sent ours yesterday with the damaged roads. The roads were blocked, we're over, and all of that. Assessments are done by the local authority, and they are sent to the ministry by the parish councils.
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll call you on Sunday for any update.
Yes, man, no problem.
And I must say thank you, Mr. Mario Mitchell, for the Belfield Division Councilor. Thank you very much for stopping by, sir. Take care.
I'm going to send you the 2 videos now about the farm and some of the farming things that I'm doing now to show you that. Because as I said, agriculture has taken a big hit, just like people's house. Yeah. Agriculture, as you know, and the Prime Minister mentioned yesterday that he's hoping that people don't hike the prices of food and people and is happening. So we're hoping that the people can good self prevail and don't raise the price of food.
Because of the
and
charges. Hold on a second. There is somebody want to ask you a question, but the reality is that they are hearing you, but you're not gonna hear them because I cannot figure it those in the system. So if you ask a question, Mr. Speed, I will. What's his question?
Yes. Thank you. Good evening. What I want to ask, somebody asked me this question yesterday. How does it affect the hurricane affect yam?
Okay. All right. Let me answer that.
Because
yes, sir.
He's asking Mr. Owen Speed.
Mr. Speed from East Portland.
Yes.
Former JTA president.
Yes. He's on the show with me, but you're not hearing him, but he's hearing you. He wants to know. He wants to know how does the hurricane affect yam?
Yeah, man. The yam and the banana is the most affected in this hurricane because the yam has the stick and the vine.
Yam is in the ground. How it affects?
Yeah, man. But the yam cannot grow without the vine. If the vine is destroyed, most likely. And then there's something that the government is not mentioning, Sir Silent, I want to mention. Jamaican nigger yam, or nigger yam as some people want to call it, has been affected for the last year and a half. That disease where the vines have dried up. And I have been mentioning it for 1 year now, and the government just started to acknowledge it last month before the hurricane. So you have a disease affecting nigger yam, and the yams now are completely flat. So if the vines are not healthy and continue, the yam down under the ground can't survive. So that is how important it is. The yam vine, which is a yam stick that is there, and when I went to most of the farms, the yam ground is flat. So for example, as I said, I mentioned an area like Bombay in Belfield Division. When I went there, it is a valley. It's surrounded by a lot of hills. So in that community, for example, there hasn't been much affected with the houses, but the yam ground is totally, completely. Manchester and Children grow the most yam and potatoes. Okay. And Manchester is severely affected with the yam crop. Yam and banana is the more significant crops that are destroyed now. And as I said, fruits are going to be a problem in Jamaica for the next couple of time. All of the mango, they wipe off the tree. Also breadfruit. Breadfruit is a big product this side. And most of the breadfruit trees, they haven't fallen. But the breadfruit, which was bearing, have completely been wiped off the trees.
Right.
So when I was moving around the day after, a lot of people were, those breadfruit that they could salvage for a fit, most of them they were trying to roast because that's how you can kind of save it for a couple. But guess what? You can't save it because normally when we even send breadfruit to you guys overseas, people would roast them and put them in the freezer, and when they're ready to take them out and they fry them or
and there's
whatever.
No freezer.
There's no freezer happening now. So until just for that time that it can last.
Wow. Before you go, you mentioned the yam being the disease.
Yeah, the yam vine and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the disease with the nigger yam, whatever you call it. But
yeah, man, there's a disease that the government hasn't officially acknowledged, but there's a disease affecting the yam for 1 year now.
Yeah.
Where the yam vines are completely dried up and causing it. So they haven't identified or recognized the disease as yet. Which is what, disease affect many things in Jamaica and Manchester, for example. Remember, Manchester is the largest grower of, for example, oranges and Artinics. The disease in the 90s that kind of wiped it out.
I ask you because me know say there has to be a disease that affecting the orange tree because most of the orange tree in Manchester dry up.
In Manchester, you hardly find oranges anymore. Manchester used to grow the most oranges one at a time. You had a disease affecting coconuts one at a time. You have a disease affecting banana, which also affecting one at a time. And we recovered the banana, but the government have acknowledged officially that there's a major disease affecting nigger yam specifically.
Okay, nigger yam. I think they need to look into what killing out.
They started talking about it because I mentioned it to the spokesman and opposition, and I sent the email to the minister and the people at the agriculture ministry. I called rather in. The officers on the ground know about the disease itself that's affecting nigger yam, and they haven't officially said anything about it.
Okay. All right, Chet. I'm looking forward for those videos. Remember, send it on the regular phone so that we can upload it so we can share it.
I will send it to you right now. I will send the one that the farming itself, which I've gone and show you some of the people, banana tree and a number of things I've gone put on the flat.
Okay. All right. Thank
All
you
right.
very much,
Thanks.
sir. And looking forward to talk to you again.
And thank you and good evening to everybody who's listening online and everybody. And,
Yeah, man.
bless up.
And remember, you can recommend some people to the panel if they can give us any update. They can always reach out to me and we set
Of
them.
course.
All right. Blessing.
No doubt. I will do so. Blessing
right,
and thank you to everybody.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. So we have that was Mario Mitchell, who knows Mr. ONSP, the man who always late for your show. you mute your mic. Is that Speed? You mute.
Yes. I know. Because I had the fan on. It's not easy out here. I'm in Jamaica, you know, so you understand. Yeah, it is not so easy.
So
it's
you have
difficult.
light?
Yes, I have light. I got light from the next day. I'm in St. Thomas, you know, close close enough to Kingston, not just a few minutes away.
All right.
But,
so just tell us you're gonna tell us about what you have seen in St. Thomas area too. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Yeah, to this point, this side closer to Kingston is not so badly affected. We still see trees that are green and so on. And the roadways that has helped in a big way. The fact that why am I getting that?
Somebody calling that lady. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So the fact that the roadways, the highway is completed to the place that I reside. I think that made it easier for the restoration of the electricity. So we have current coming back quickly. And since then it only went once. I think last night it went for a little period of time, and then we are back to normal with it. So I'm happy for that. Further out though, I hear that it is not so good further out. Destruction in terms of roadways and that kind of thing. Further out to the Morant Bay side, that side of St. Thomas. But I know, as Mario was just saying, that it's going to be a big challenge in every walk of life. People were picking up mangoes and maybe just even giving them away because there's nothing to do with them. They're not going to get them sold immediately because so many of them that have fallen off the trees. And so you can just imagine what is going to happen to those households who that depended on these kind of the income from mangoes and so on to come in.
Wow.
So St. Thomas has gotten a beating where that is concerned.
He sent me a video. Let me see if I can play that video. Let's see if I can play it.
Yeah.
This is a greenhouse complex with like one greenhouse was up there.
You guys seen it, right?
Yes.
One right there, so it's a fish pond.
Where is this?
That is basically not damaged.
Somewhere out in Manchester. He did not specify where it is.
Okay.
The farm that is completely devastated by Hurricane Beryl.
Yeah, but that is devastating.
So a farmer that needs help. So the 2 before board them there. 2 before is expensive. The whole of the farm is
that is devastating.
Wow.
When you build up your thing, like for years you spend money and time building, and then that just gone in one go. That's like losing. That's like almost losing a part of your life. Really.
Yeah, man. That is rough. That is rough. I mean, come on, Charmaine, Miss Geraldine, Charmaine, whatever you want to call yourself.
I'll just say Charmaine.
Yeah, we work with it. The name was.
That's what I see on the screen.
Yeah, I see. I work with what I see on the screen.
Yeah, there are some people who probably want to call in, and they've been calling my number. That's why I keep getting kicked out. So if you do want to call into the show, you need to call 847-774-7930.
Yes, 847-774-7930. Let me see if I could pull up another video that Mr. Mitchell sent me. Hey, let me tell you something. You think it happened? You think that not yet? You wait until the next 2-3 weeks or no, when because there will be a food charge that follow this. You know?
Definitely.
There will be a food charge that follow this. So I don't know. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
And accompanying that food shortage, you're going to have price increases, steep increase in ground provisions and so on, vegetables, that kind of thing. If you do see them, they are going to be very expensive.
Oh, wow.
So the household, the people out there in all the parishes are going to be feeling the effects of it.
Let me show another video where I'm saying concubine.
A church bed that gone fully pear tree, banana walk.
Wow. So guys, these are videos from out there in Manchester. Manchester, some of the things that that's happening out there in Manchester. I think he sent me another video. Let me see if I could upload this video and just show you guys what is going on. Wow. These are
Yeah, man.
whoa.
Check it right, still on here.
Like plantains, bananas.
Yes. Yeah, that's planting and banana tree right there. Wow.
A lot of the crop got wiped out.
Let me tell you something. And that's why I am launching this 1,000 bag thingy that I am doing, because I know a lot of people lose their income in Manchester and even St. Elizabeth. Clarendon, they mostly, that side of Clarendon, they mostly do like it's a fishing town for the most part. But I think in Manchester, the farming community, and St. Elizabeth, the farming
St. Elizabeth really got it bad.
Yes. So I know, that's why I want to do this 1,000 bag drive, because I would have split it in 3 ways. I would have split it between Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So
and I want to join you to encourage this initiative, Dennis, because I am seeing that many parents are going to struggle. And you know, I'm in education and I know the struggles even before the storm. I know the struggles that the parents go through at this time. It's a stressful time of the year for them, just in you know, ordinarily. But you can just imagine what is going to happen come September, come the end of August, when parents are trying to prepare their kids to get them back to school, so that the kids can go back into school not feeling any less of a person, because they are deprived of certain of these items that you are here now on this program trying to accumulate and to get them to send out to these people. So I am encouraging all well-thinking Jamaicans, all the people who can afford to assist in this drive, this 1,000 bags, and any other kind of stationery, I suppose, drive that you are putting on, Dennis. This is a commendable effort, and I would love to join in this effort and see how big we can get this, why it can be expanded.
Yeah, man. What I'm gonna ask the guys to do that are watching is to share on their page and help people. So far, I had received enough for about 100 bags. So I actually purchased bags already. So for the next show, if I receive them, I'm gonna start displaying the bags and stuff, because I intend to be extremely transparent with this, because people are very concerned about their money. So I am going to video every step of the way. I'm a video when they come, when they open it, when we are shipping, every aspect of it, when we are deliver it, So you don't have to worry about greetings, Catherine. Yeah, man. You don't have Max. Respect to you too. And Maya, yeah, blessings to you all. And you don't have to worry about where your funds going. You will see it. You will see it. I'm asking people, members of the diaspora, and all over, wherever you are. This is now a crisis in Jamaica for back to school. If you notice the time when it happened when kids just are coming out of school, and this is between July and August is when parents always start save and prepare their kids for back to school. And before now, it was always a challenge. Now, can you imagine what will happen now? Food are gonna get more expensive. A lot of them not the income cut. A lot of things is affected. So I am telling you, school is going to be affected more than any other time. Guys, I set up a GoFundMe because me don't know what to do now. I'm just listening to people's advice. So I set up a GoFundMe. It's on Facebook. You guys can share it. I also get an address. A lady offer up our restaurant to me that we can use our address to Clear's Corner. Must say thanks to her too. To use our address that people who if you feel comfortable, you can buy your school items on Amazon wherever and ship it to the address that is on the screen. It's 1827 Emerson Street in Evanston, Illinois 60201. And of course, you guys can always call 847-774-7930. We have a 1,000 bag drive that we want to pull off. So far, I have received enough for 100 bags, but the bags need supply, it need for ship, it need for clear, and all of this. So I'm asking you guys, please, to pour into this and let us execute it. There is actually a need for this, and we must collect whatever there is by the latest, say, the end of this month to the first, because we have to ship it off by the first week in order for it to reach Jamaica and distribute for just before school. And then I want to know the progress so that the school that I'm going to be contributing, because I'm not doing no home. I'm going to go to the schools. And so I will tell you by next week the schools that are selected in the real rural part of those three parish. The real rural, I'm gonna select a few schools, find out how many students are there, and then tell the principal to notify the parent that don't worry, we're going to bring bags, book bags, and school supplies. We want sharpener, we want rulers, we want pencil, we want composition books and all that. But again, I must say this: we are only doing basic school and primary school. We're not going over that.
And one of the schools so far is the Grove Mount Basic School.
Yes, yeah. The Grove Mount Basic School is one of the schools that already selected. There's a lady that reached out to me yesterday, and she was telling me about a school, Blessings Devon. And she was telling me about a school in some down into Speed. I know them place not Treasure Beach, but Milk River going towards because you can't drive Milk River, go Alligator Pond. Some school down in that area that she was requesting. She was requesting for me to put that school on the list. I have no problem putting any school on the list that have the need as long as the resource comes in. You understand what I say? So I am just pleading to you guys to help me to execute this. I know it is big.
Help us help the children.
Yes, help the children. So Speed, how is the school done and in your area though?
Well, I haven't gotten a chance to go to them or anything. What I do know is that they are basically those that I know of. Like I know Yalas High, and I'm close enough to Grand Spen Primary in St. Thomas, Yalas Primary. I haven't gotten any serious complaints about like damage in terms of roof or anything like that. But you would know that based on how our school rooms are structured, because of the ventilation that is needed, and some of those windows are in disrepair, that you would expect that water would have breached and gotten into some areas inside the buildings, you know. So we know that, and we know that there's going to be a lot required in terms of manpower to get those buildings back up and running, ready. You know, we have wooden furniture inside there as well.
Right.
So once they are wet, then they will be damaged, they will be softer, they will be easier to be dismantled as you touch or push them or whatever. So it's just a lot of issues that the schools are going to face. I have not gotten the complaints, but from experience, I know that there are those issues that they will face.
Right. Devon is asking how is the East Rural St.
I'm just about to read that.
Yeah, I know you was gonna read it first.
What?
Do you? He said rural St. Andrew Papine area. Do you have you heard anything about those areas? Mr.
I didn't go there, but I traveled the other route though, because I drove through Stony Hill and those places. I went through that side, and from what I know about East Rural St. Andrew, the roadways are very similar to how the topography of that junction road looks. And what I saw there on the junction main road going through St. Mary to Portland is that, you know, if we get some more rain, you might find more landslides happening, because what they do is they cut the trees, but the roots are left there. In many areas, the roots, you know, just hanging on the banks, that kind of thing, hanging over. So you get the feeling, and I'm not an expert at these things, but you get the feeling that if there's another heavy rain following this one anytime soon, that you might have more land slippages around there. So I suspect that going from Papine up to like Mavis Bank and those areas going into the Blue Mountains, it will be a similar type of situation, because the ravine, the place is similar.
And you know what? The saddest part about this, we're in the early part of the season. So
Yes.
heavy rain is another heavy rain, or even another hurricane is highly possible.
Yeah. And so and the type of rocks, the type of soil, the kind of shale that is present in those areas makes it a little bit more susceptible to slippages.
Right. Guys, I'm going to ask you to just please, if you don't do anything for me, please, I would like you to subscribe, but that's not the biggest thing for me tonight. I want you to share this live. Share this live so that we can get it out there so people knows what's going on. If you have any care or concern, or you want to share, you want to call us, it's okay to call 847-774-7930. If you have any updates, if you know anything that's going on, if you have a program in your area that you're going, you're pushing forward, whatever there is. Pamela Francis, thank you very much. And you can call, because I think you have a program going on too. I would love to hear about your program. So if you want to call 847-774-7930 and share with us what you're doing, I would really appreciate it. But comparing to Gilbert, I don't know if Shami know anything about Gilbert. Because you're supposed to come and find from before.
I was actually still there in Gilbert.
Right. All right. So Speed, you're underground. Comparing to Gilbert, and You know, you're a young boy, but I think you're seeing Gilbert.
Listen, when Gilbert blew, I was in my. It was 1988, right?
12th of
I was
September, yeah, man.
approached. Yes, I was in my approaching my third year at college. In fact, I got trapped at Michael during orientation and I was a student leader. So, I was there. The student leaders team was there, and we got trapped there at Michael. We stayed at the hostel, where the ladies reside when they come in. And we could look out. We could see that even walls were blown down close by where we were at the hostel. Gilbert was much stronger than this. It seems in certain areas, because what I saw of the video, the clips that I saw, and the pictures that I'm seeing right now in St. Elizabeth, I have to think twice about which one was stronger, because it's the first I'm seeing that level of destruction. What I'm seeing in St. Elizabeth this time. When you look at Monroe College, Bethlehem, and the colleges, the schools down there, that side, the houses, the roofs just gone. It seems to me as if from this side, the eastern section, it would seem as if Gilbert was stronger in these parts, but when you touch the St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, this looks like it has done far more damage than Gilbert.
I think Catherine is saying because people rebuild stronger. She said Gilbert was bad, but people rebuild stronger. So she figured this one didn't do as much damage to maybe houses.
In some areas.
Right.
Because in St. Elizabeth, I'm telling you that the houses are flattened in many.
Oh, the
St.
house.
Elizabeth, Clarendon, yeah, and it's the worst I've ever seen Monroe and those places. I mean, Malvern in St. Elizabeth, Junction, Southside, Treasure Beach, those places, really terrible.
It's terrible. Geraldine, Miss Shamian, I should call you. Sorry, because I got missed upon the screen. Where were you in Gilbert? Where were you in Gilbert, if you can't remember? Let me test you.
I can. I was in Seaview Gardens in Kingston. Yeah.
What is your memories of Gilbert?
The most that I remember is it was like we were locked up in the house for a long time, and that was my first experience of getting cabin fever. That much I remember. And a lot of people lost their roofs. Thankfully, ours, stayed intact. But that's about as much as I remember. I don't remember it was really bad.
Yeah. I can't remember.
It took a longer time for current to be restored in many parts. That time.
Oh God. Yeah, that time. That was way before technology. We're in a much better place now. And not only that, we like how we have information, flow, communication, and people are coming together. We have a platform like this. None of this wasn't exist then. None of this type of thing was. So
the phone and you could. Yeah. And you can still go and charge your phone. Right now they're doing big business. They were doing bigger business recently over the weekend, gone charging phones, and they have their price list and all of that. So if it's a phone, different from if it's a tablet, different from if it's a computer they're charging. That's how it is. It's structured, But we laugh sometimes and we take it, but we are very serious about what we are putting forward right now. I know, Dennis, you are very committed to it. I am committed to seeing us getting a chance to help many, many people, because I know that we are not seeing anything yet. It's going to get a lot tougher on the pockets of the people as we move from now into maybe the next month, 2 months, 3 months. It's going to be rough.
Going to be rough.
I am joining Dennis to appeal to the people, the conscience of all well-thinking Jamaicans living home and abroad who can afford to support this backpack drive, you know.
Yes,
Like Dennis said before, share the live so everybody that they could also help to contribute to the efforts to help.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. And like I said, persons don't. I have already put the cell out there. You could go on YouTube and YouTube all over. You could go on Facebook. My Facebook page, Dennis Sutherland, and I'm pretty sure ONSP page as well, because you will see all this on there. And Miss Charmian page, and all of you guys should be sharing it on your page so that people can see and help to participate, because there are many people that would want to participate in things like these, but they are not seeing these things, because
Right.
most of us, when we see these, we just keep them to ourselves, watch it, keep it to yourselves, and don't
Share.
share it. It is
Lord
very
bless.
important. It is very
Spread the
important
word.
that you spread the word so that we can get in the contribution to execute this. This is really big. When I first started this year, I as you know, I had participated last year in the 60 bag drive, but I had intended to do just one school this year before the hurricane, which was just 40 bags for the school, 40 bag backpack I was doing. But when I look and see and hear people call me, and I hear and they're telling me what's going on and the devastation after Hurricane Beryl, I think that I should increase it, and increase it to 100. It would not help. It was just like a cat in a bucket. I am saying I am dreaming big, and I move it to 1,000 backpack. I want to full my garage with backpack. I want to pack the bags. I want to send it, and all that is going on. You will see. Just get the funds in or get the items in. You have a GoFundMe and a Facebook. You could contribute there. You could sell to 224-627-5072. You could also mail in your items, your school supplies. There's an address that floating on the bottom of the screen. The cell number is there, and the mailing address, which is 1827 Emerson Street, Evanston, Illinois 60201. This lady clears
The
contact.
Evanston is IL, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm seeing. Illinois.
Illinois.
Illinois. Yes,
Okay.
Illinois. So,
Okay.
guys, you could always send your thing, whatever there is. Actually, spoke to a lady this morning. I probably, she don't want me to call her name. She is putting together 16 book bags to send to me, 15 book bags to send to me, and I must say thanks in advance. But there are many of us out here that can do it. We can come together and execute this. JamaicaTV.com. Blessings.
And I know I have a lot of friends in the diaspora. I want them to stand up with me in this one. So
Yes.
I am reaching out to them, using this medium to reach out to them to say, support this venture, in as much as you can. And just spread the word to your friends out there as well.
Yes.
To support this venture.
JamaicaTV.com.
One thing though, Dennis, is this did you put a number that they can reach you, WhatsApp number, whatever, if they're having any difficulties?
Everything is up there. Everything is
Okay.
floating on the screen.
The one that you can call, is it the same WhatsApp number?
It have WhatsApp too. So the two numbers are there. There's just one for Zelle, which is the 224-627-5072. That is for Zelle. The other one is a number that you can call in, that
847.
847-774-7930. But
That's
they
the number
all
you can
have
call right now if you wanted to talk about anything too.
right.
Okay.
So those are the numbers that I can be reached, whether or not you call in on the program. People tend to call me after the program.
After,
And I don't really so care for that. I would like to talk during the program. There is a JamaicaTV.com is asking if that's speed from Titch. Somebody's asking if that speed from Teach. Is that Titchfield or something? I don't know.
Oh yes, same speed from Titchfield High. Cricket, I played cricket. My brother played football, and my brother is Rudolph. Rudolph is the Cavalier coach who won the Premier League last time. This year, well, he won it this year. And this is Owen Speed.
Yeah.
Let's hope the person can pick me up.
JamaicaTV.com. Yes, that is Orange. JamaicaTV.com. I'm asking you guys to share and to share this program so that we can get people to participate in what is going on. We are trying to execute this mission. 1,000 backpack and school supplies. I would like to sit and have volunteers pack these bags, and we put them together and ship them off to Jamaica. Go ahead and clear them and get them merely to the areas that are more affected, which is the rural part of Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth. This is what I want to execute. And like I said, the information is put at the bottom of the screen. Guys, you could sell, you could ship your item, you could and you could also donate and GoFundMe, because I have to choose all these different avenues to see if I could make it easier for people, because people want to give it up, but they don't want to like get up and go line and put all these things together. So I am trying to make it easier for everybody. So I'm giving you all option to do this. And let me just say this while I'm here. Adela Gillespie, thank you very much for your contribution. Ossie Hunter, Michelle Buchanan, Monique Ramsey, Carlene Grant, Karen Dixon, Donald Blackwood, Annette Clark, Doreen Atkinson, Jacqueline and Ian Cooper. Thank you guys for that. And Mr. Stennett and also Wendy Wright. Thank you guys for your contribution. So far, I'm able to purchase 100 bags, but I'm not able to put nothing in it. I'm not able to put nothing in it because the funds is very low. But when I check out the bags, I'm able to buy 100 bags. So I'm gonna buy. Actually, I ordered the bags already. So the bags is coming, but I want to get the school supplies to put in it. So your contribution is very, 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 very important. And most of all, I'm asking you guys to share. Most of you done the show. You done the show. You notice one or two people share. That is not helpful in this crisis. The least you can do in this time is to share, so that we get the words out there and encourage people that they can give into this movement. And I want you all to participate in it. The numbers that are passing at the bottom of the screen, those are the numbers that I can reach. And again, if you choose, you could also mail in your school supplies to the address at the bottom of the screen, and we will pack it. But we're just doing basic school and primary school. Yes, Mr. Speed.
In the interest of the viewers, can they share this live on WhatsApp? In WhatsApp groups.
That would be great.
Asking, I know, but I'm just putting you on.
Yeah, man. They can always. I think I know how to. I could drop the link, but how do I drop the link again? There is a link. There is a link. I'm gonna see if I could copy that link.
They could just share it straight from YouTube or from Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes. You can share it straight from YouTube to WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To a WhatsApp group or to your friends on WhatsApp. Yes, I think so.
I hope we answered Devon G's question. And I see that Catherine also made a comment regarding what's going on in that area. And she said, and I don't know if Devon G saw the comment, but she said that a friend in content, Gap, told her that the landslides are up that side. So
Yeah.
that's what's
Just
going
as
on in that area.
just as I was saying, I know the soil type is very similar to what I see around the Junction Road. I've traveled both roads to Portland. I've traveled through the Blue Mountains to Portland, and I've traveled through the Junction to Portland. So I know that they are very similar in terms of the soil type and the land slippages that occur there from time to time. So I expect that we'd have some more. And if it rains, I think the NWA will have to do a lot of work there to clear it well, because if they leave the remnants hanging on the sides of the banks, that can be dangerous later on.
Wow. I just to let you guys know, I had dropped the link and the at the bottom of the screen, the link, so you could share that link on WhatsApp or wherever you want to share it. That's the link. All we want to do is to get the information out there to people so that they know what is going on and they could give into this 1,000 book bag, backpack, whatever you want to call it, drive, so that we could reach those people in the rural part of Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and Manchester. People need it, and it only.
And liking the video too may help it to, circulate on.
Right. Like in the video,
the different platforms.
You know what is sad though? When even this is done, you're gonna see some people dislike it, give a thumbs down to the show.
Oh wow! Hopefully,
it just puzzles you. It puzzles me because I am here doing, and I'm talking about from previous shows that I would have had that carried information to vital information, important stuff. And when you're done, as soon as you're done, you see 3 people give it thumbs down, and that to me not making any sense. If you don't have good to say, that's so bad. And to me, that is like saying bad. I mean, yes, people can express themselves, but sometimes you can't stop. If you try, you must not try to stop progress.
Boy, Dennis, nothing is sweeter than helping people who can't even do anything for you in return. I think that is my wealth. I'm not a rich man with money and so on, but that's my wealth. I really do enjoy when I can say I help some people, especially some people I don't even know, and who can do nothing for me back in return for that that I've done. So I am encouraging this project. I'm encouraging people to support this project, and I'm encouraging people to support it in small ways, in medium-sized ways, and in big ways.
Yes, man. I mean, as little as $10, and we're trying to take everything. I mean, it should not be difficult for us to execute this mission, because I mean, I want whole heap of there. I want whole heap of there. And if can you imagine if each person even give $10, we'll probably increase it to $1 million bucks. If each person gives $10, a whole heap of here, and there is it cannot be hard. I am making my contribution to not only in my physical effort. I am putting money from my company in it as well. You understand? So it's not just you alone putting money. We are putting money and effort, and I'm asking you guys just to join me. The least you can do is a share and just give $10 towards this movement. This is indeed big, and it's very important. Like Mr. Speed said, kids is parents is gonna have it really hard when back to school come around, because
they're going to find it. They're going to find it hard because some of them will lose income. You're going to find it more difficult because the prices are expected to go up. They're going to find it more challenging because they are going to have to do repairs, and when they have to sacrifice those funds to make sure they're
Wow. I guess I don't, Mr. Speed, freeze. I guess he is in Jamaica, and you know our Jamaica internet,
Right.
you know Jamaica internet already. So yeah. But is Mr. Speed is one of my supporter in this movement, and I'm asking you guys, the least you can do is to just share this live and make your contribution to this great big move. Do you think Ms. Charmin, do you think we have too much ambition for try to go after 1,000 back?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You think it's gonna happen?
Aim, aim for as much as you can get. So put at 1,000, that's great. Hopefully we could surpass that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we could even surpass that.
Yeah, yeah, man. So we are hearing that it's a great idea, and we know it is indeed a great idea. I'm just asking you guys that are hearing us to support support this cause. I will be all over Facebook, pleading and asking people and social media and X. I'm gonna be all over pleading and asking people for their help and support. I am taking invitations to go on all these different platforms, the social media platform, wherever to execute this mission. Probably I need to probably reach out to some of the radio stations here and TV station here in Illinois to get on their thing to promote this movement. That idea just came to me. Do you think I can approach that? Don't you think, to get on?
I think that's a great idea because I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of Jamaicans in your area that would hear it, and it don't even have to be Jamaicans. It could be anyone from anywhere who would like to help to make it easier for the parents come September.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one.
Cherie Fitzgerald says it's a good idea. Great idea, she says. Yes.
Thank
This
you.
is how those who want to help can help. Mr. Speed is back.
Yeah, Mr. Speed is here with us.
Yes, I just got 2 power cuts.
What?
Yeah.
So the power keep going in and out.
Yes. Some people might have to repair fridge too.
Oh, yeah, oh my God.
Mercy. So it's a challenging time. Rough times ahead. And all economists and the experts are predicting that the prices and the shortages and so on. We know economics, supply and demand and price, kind of thing. So once there's short supply there and the demand is there, then price is going to go up.
Yeah. Cherie Fitzgerald, I'm asking you to ensure that you share this live. There is also a link that is there that you guys could share that live link on WhatsApp, so that they can go around and reach everybody who it needs to reach, so that we can execute this. I'm thinking about calling one of the popular radio station here in Illinois too. That idea just came to me and I just blurted it out. What do you think about that, Mr. Speed?
Yes, very good idea. New York as well. If you could get a link, I'm going to give you a link with somebody in New York, or some radio host in New York. That might help too.
Right. I think, yeah, I have some people that I'm gonna reach out to. I'm gonna reach out to Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis he's on a radio station too.
Right.
I never thought about that, until just now. So I'm gonna get yeah, you know. So I'm gonna reach out to people, and any of you guys have any link to any TV, radio station, whatever there is that I can get on, or not even get on, if they could just help to spread the word for us, so that we
Or
could
even on the social media platforms.
or wherever I'll be on Reason with Vatican this Saturday, talking about what I'm doing, and I'm saying that to say I am welcoming an invitation to appear, if you want me to, on any platform, and tell you what my position is. And I don't want to say me, I want to say our position as to executing this mission of 1,000 backpack, mainly in the rural part of Manchester, Centresville, and Clarendon, because they are the one that mostly affected by the hurricane. Guys, we have 4 minutes to go. Miss Geraldine, you want to say nothing before we go? Coming on.
I'm just going to reiterate what we've been saying, you know. The title is Will Jamaica Recover? And yes, Jamaica definitely will recover, and it will definitely require the help of a lot of us that are not immediately or directly affected, getting involved and helping.
Right. Thank you very much. Mr. Speed, do you think Jamaica
You,
will recover?
you know, Dennis, I'm a chatterbox, so you know that 4 minutes.
Come on, man.
But
Come on,
but
we have a lifetime with you.
Truth be told, this is a serious time. We are heading into serious, dangerous waters. We know that the kids are going to be leaning on us. The parents are going to be out there wanting to do what they normally do, and it is a difficult time for all of them, the children. All the children in Jamaica are my children. So I am supporting this, and if you see me supporting something, you know it's legitimate, because I do my background checks, and I've seen Dennis at work. I've seen Dennis Sutherland at work doing this before, and that is why I've joined force with him to ensure that yes, we get this off, and we get this off in a big way. We want to make this the most handsomely done kind of event. So I am asking for the support right across Jamaica, right across the diaspora, and anywhere else in the world. Anybody who knows that they can support us, come on board and support this venture.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Indeed. Mr. Speed, let me tell you something. This floor is not my floor, now. This floor is our floor. So if you want, you say a chatterbox, and you want to take your and do what you want to do. We have a time. I don't work on Wednesdays.
Dennis, one DJ used to say in Jamaica that his mother and his father was a pair of parrot, something like that. And and film surname is Chatterbox. I think it was Josie Wales, I can't remember. But yeah, if it comes to talking, I will talk, because maybe I wasn't talking enough when I was growing up as a child or as a young man. So I was saving all of it for now. I was a very shy guy at school, but you know, I grew out of that. So I'm good now. But this is a serious matter. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, all the people who are listening, watching, this is a very, very serious matter, and I would really love to see this project
I want to
get
point
off
out
the ground.
that Carleen Brown, she says, thanks for doing this, Dennis and Mr. Speed. And thank you for watching, Carleen, and thank you for sharing and liking the video. I'm sure you're doing that as well to help, and donating, right? Thank you.
Yes, man. Yeah, thank you very much for that. That's what we need to do. We have to like and share the video. To be honest, I don't mind a subscription to build the platform, but the truth is, for me, this time it's not about subscribe. To me, right now, it's about sharing, and like, so that the video get out there, so that people can can contribute. And again, guys, for anybody who have any connection with any radio personality or anybody of that sort where I could get told, I'm gonna call Gamawin too, because I think he have a program. And reach out to anybody that that can help to get the word out there. I am willing. I am gonna dedicate my time to all this to ensure that we execute this. And Mr. Speed is on board. And I must say, Mr. Speed is a former JTA president. Mr. Speed is a man that my initial attraction to this man, you know, is no, may I tell you, is how I hear the two things. The man was passionate about education. He was so passionate about education, and I've never heard so much passion in my life. And because I am so big on it, because I've lost a brother who was into education as well. He is into the student, and I decided to take the mantle and run with it after his passing. And so I developed the same passion. But when I hear Mr. Speed talk about education and one of his programs, man, I was frozen to the screen that day, and I listened to the man. And when the show done, I was the person who would reach out to you. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that. And you know, let me just apologize to you and the viewers too for coming on late today, because I saw you calling me just before the program started, but I was on a call with one of my nieces she lives in Atlanta, because I saw a post earlier this morning, and I just scrolled and didn't read it very well. I even liked the post, and then in the evening I saw it again, only to realize that they killed her son, 21-year-old son, in his car somewhere there in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll tell you, I was on the phone with her, trying to console her and so on. So that is why I didn't get to come on immediately. But I saw you calling me, Dennis, a couple of times, and I just couldn't answer because I was on with her. So well, I just want to use your program here to say, boy, you know, condolences to her and the family and so on.
Could you say her name? Did you say her name, or you don't want to?
Simone. Her name is Simone. Okay. I don't want to say anymore yet, because you don't know what is the cause. He was shot up in his car. He just bought a car. Said she just paid for the car, finished paying off for it, and here comes the news about maybe 4 o'clock in the morning that this thing happened. So that's a sad thing for my family too, because she grew up with us like brothers and sisters in our household in Portland, and then she migrated. So, you know, it's one of those things, but I'll just have to try and help her through, and we try and strengthen each other.
Yeah, man, that's what we have to do. I must say, from Sutherland TV and Sutherland TV family, our deepest condolence to Simone at this moment of grieving. You know, the only thing I can say is be strong, sister. It is rough. I was on my way home earlier when I got a news also about on the south side of Chicago, which is not the best side of town. And this one guy went with a guy to pick up a car. And the owner of the car and the tow truck driver, put it away there, went to pick up a car, and they just shot them, both of them. Now you know why that is close to my heart, right? Yeah.
My.
Yeah. So the tow truck driver.
So I can say I've lost my I don't know the relationships on these things. Grand nephew, right? Yeah. That's it?
Yeah, I would have gone. Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Wow. Yeah,
she's my niece. She's my niece. He's her son.
Your grandnephew.
That's my grandnephew. Yeah.
Why, I'm tell you, say, Earth a run red, Earth a run red, Earth a run red. Guys, I'm just gonna ask you again before we close out, to continue to share this. You can send your contribution. It's on the bottom of the screen. The Zelle number is there. A number to call in is there. The address to mail your school supply is there. Everything is there. And all I'm gonna ask you to do to get the word out after the show, I know that you guys gonna be calling, and it's okay. I'll take the calls. Most people, they don't like to hear the voice over the year, so they will call after. I'll take the call, but that's how you can reach me. Both numbers are there, and I'm asking you guys to contribute. Whether it's on GoFundMe, or you want to send it directly on Zelle, or you want to mail your school item. But we have 1,000 bags that we need to get together. We need to execute this because it is a need. Yes, sir.
And the truth is that people know where to find me as well. I'm on Facebook. I'm
Right.
not so popular on the others, but if there's anything that they want to ask further, they could reach out to me, just inbox me, and I will supply them or refer them to you, that kind of thing.
Right. So Mr. Speed is one of the person that you could reach out to as well. You could also reach out to Charmian. All of us you can reach out to. I'm actually the one that is collecting the supplies, but you can always give to them. They will give to me, no matter to me. Just make sure, as long as we come together and execute this mission, this is all that matters. And, you know, we need to get 1,000 bags and school supplies out to the kids. And again, guys, just reach out to me. The numbers are there, and let me know if there's anybody have any link to any social media platform that I could find my thingy on there so that I could get some contribution. Radio station, TV station. I'm willing to take up whatever, because this mission is a must. Again, Miss Charmian, thank you for stopping by. Mr. Speed,
No
blessings
problem.
to you, and thank you for
Never
stopping by.
problem.
Thank you for the support, and we will give you guys update as it comes in. So
Thanks to
all the
everyone
best for
for
you.
tuning in.
Yeah, man. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Mr.
Alrighty.
Speed, we will do this some other time soon.
Okay, yeah, man, no problem.
We will come together, and whatever we when the backpacks and everything come, it's gonna be us again, showing off to people what we collect, and
My pleasure.
and give them update. All right. Blessings to you
My
all,
pleasure.
and thank you guys. One love.
Bye.